work is called power. Now let's talk about the formula or the definition of the power. Power is equal to work upon time, which means how fast the work is done. Okay. Now the SI unit of work we know as is joule, and time, the SI unit of time is second. So now the SI unit of power will be joule per second, which is also called watt. Take an example. We say that a bulb or a heater has 3000 watt, 3000 watt or 100 watt power. So we mean that the 1000 watt work is being done per second, है ना. 100 joule work is done per second, which is also called 100 watt. Okay. Now let's talk about energy. Now in this universe, energy is the main source, which you all know that there are many type of energy, like electrical energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy, mechanical energy, and in this chapter we will study about potential energy, gravitational energy, elastic energy, potential energy, and electrostatic potential energy. Now today I will begin with potential energy and complete all its three topics, and in the next class we will be doing kinetic energy and the relation between them. Okay, now let's start. Potential energy is the energy which a body has due to its position, which means a body is at height of approximately, you can say 10 meters, 20 meters, then it has the potential energy of mgh. Now m is the mass of the body. M is the mass of the body and G is fixed. G can be 10 at some places, and for more accurate, G can be 9.8. Okay. And the H is the height, at which height the body is placed. Now we will solve this N into G into H, then we will know about a body has its potential energy. Now let's talk about gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy says that when the height is higher will be its gravitational potential energy. You can see the formula of potential energy is equal to mgh. Now the higher will be the height and the higher will be the gravitational potential energy. So this is the meaning of this statement. I have drawn the diagram that H, the body, it is a body and it is raised upwards in the direction upwards with a height, with a particular height. So the gravitational potential energy contained in the body, let for example this body is of 2 kg mass, and we will have to calculate the gravitational potential energy. Then we will do just like this. We will draw the formula. mgh, mass is 2 kg and G will be given, let's take 10, height let's take 2 meters. Okay. Now the gravitational potential energy is the multiplication of this, which is 10 into 2, 40. Now the gravitational potential energy is equal to 40. Okay. And there is a very important thing, law of conservation of mass. You have law of conservation of energy. You have studied in earlier classes that energy cannot be created or not be destroyed, but it can be changed from one form to its another. So we will study it about in kinetic energy. Okay, let's take elastic potential energy. Now this potential energy is stored in a string or a spring or a rubber band or any elastic object. Okay. When we compress a string or a spring, we apply energy. Obviously, we apply energy, and this energy is stored in a string, and this energy is released when the string takes its original position. Which means, if this is a string and I compress it by applying energy, so it will be compressed. Then the energy which I have applied to this spring will be stored in this string, and if I will take up my hand from the string, then the energy which is stored in this string will be released, and this energy is called elastic potential energy. Okay. Now the next potential energy is electrostatic potential energy. This is between two particles or two electrons. Okay, one is positive and one is negative, or both can be positive or both can be negative. If they are unlike charges, then they will attract each other. We have studied that in previous classes. So they are attracted towards each other, then they push the air particles to move and do work, and the energy used in this work is called potential energy. Which means, when they are attracted towards each other, they push the air molecules or the air particles and force them to do some work, and this work is done with the energy which these two particles possesses, and this energy is called electrostatic energy. Now I hope you have understood all the things. If you have not understood, then you can watch the video again, and if you have liked the video, then please like it, subscribe it, and press the bell icon. Okay. And if you have any question related to this topic, then you can obviously comment in the comment section. Okay. And if you have not seen the previous video, power and energy part 1, then you can watch. I will give the link in the description box. Thank you.